Are you stuck in a rut, lacking motivation to exercise and to eat healthy and need a kick start? Or maybe you're confused around nutrition. How much am I meant to eat? What am I meant to eat? And what's the best time to eat? Or maybe you've tried fat loss or weight loss programs before and have been successful, but several weeks or months later, you've regained the weight and you're back where you first started. Well, this January 4th, 2021 marks the next start date for our Get Lean program, which is 90 days of intelligent fat loss. And if you can spare us a couple of minutes, we'd love to tell you all about the program and why you should join us this January. Upon joining and prior to the program start date on the 4th of January, we will take you through an initial one-to-one assessment done via Zoom. Now, this call is a really important part of our onboarding process. We don't just want to find out about how much weight or how much body fat you want to lose in 90 days. In order for the program to be successful, we need to find out more about you. And so some of the questions we're going to ask are, what is your relationship with food? Are you the main cook? Do you enjoy cooking, or is it merely a process that you just go through? Maybe you're an emotional eater or a stress eater, or maybe when it comes to certain foods, you are kind of all or nothing. And that's very much like me. I know if there are chocolates or biscuits in the house, I can't just have one. I end up having the whole packet. So if I'm trying to be good, those foods need to be out the house. We also need to know about training history. So are you completely new to resistance training? Or maybe you've got 3 or 4 plus years under your belt. Injury history. Are you managing any current injuries that we need to know about it before the program starts? And then a big one for a lot of people is time. How much time do you have available for training 3 times per week, increasing your kind of daily activity, and for cooking, nutrition, and meal prep? And we use all this information, we put it into the pot, and we modify the program specifically for you. But it also identifies where you need the most support. Now, talking to support, you're going to get tons of it and accountability in the private Facebook group that you'll be invited to as well. And I'll talk a bit more about this in a few minutes' time. Now, as soon as the program starts, each and every week, you'll also have a one-to-one check-in. And we'll use these check-ins to answer any questions that you have, to monitor progress, and to make any adjustments if we need to. Just know this, we are going to be with you every step of the way. Right, let's talk about training. So you'll follow a 12-week progressive resistance-based training program that consists of 4 phases and requires you to train 3 times per week. Now, don't worry, there is not a burpee in sight. And in fact, the program's been designed for you to complete at home with minimal equipment. And so we can make recommendations for equipment suppliers if you need to buy some equipment. Now, all the training videos will be available on demand via the Proathlon app so that you can access them anytime. And as you can see, the videos are recorded in real time so that you can follow along from start to finish. We provide a full explanation of the training session and the exercise technique required so you can get the most out of your workout. But not only this, we want you to feel really confident with each training session. So the first week of each phase, we'll put the 3 training sessions on our live class schedule so you can log in and join via Zoom and get some real-time coaching and feedback from us so that you're feeling really competent going forwards throughout the 12 weeks. You'll also get full access to our live class schedule for 90 days as well, in case you wanted to add an additional workout to your week. And we can certainly recommend the conditioning classes that we run, which are fit and punch out, because these will really complement the 12-week program. So that's enough about training. Let's switch over to the Facebook group. You'll also be invited to Proathlon's private Facebook group called The Training Hub. And within this group, you'll be able to get in contact with us at any point throughout the 90 days. You'll also share the group with other joiners, other Get Leaners. So it adds a social and kind of interactive arm to the program as well. And we encourage you to not only get in contact with us via the group, but to also share your thoughts and ideas, your finds, maybe even your struggles as well. So that it'll give a sense of teamwork throughout the 90 days as opposed to going at it alone. Now, we'll try and encourage us throughout the 90 days. We've got some great ideas. So some of them would be, for example, we're going to do a weekly Q&A where you can post your questions and Rachel and myself will do our best to answer them. Rachel's also going to do some live cook-alongs and some live stretch and mobility sessions as well to encourage this teamwork. Now, built within the group is our nutrition education program, which is a really big part of the Get Lean ethos, because we want you to better your understanding around nutrition for long-term sustainable fat loss. And so we have put together our bite-sized education program here within the units section of the Facebook group. And I'll just scroll down to give you an idea of some of the topics that we're going to cover. So you'll have a welcome video from me just explaining the group, but also some of the food tracking software and processes that we use throughout the 90 days. And then we go on to talk about fat loss fundamentals, setting your kitchen up for success, the power of protein, carbs are not the enemy, the skinny on fat, hunger hormones, understanding stress and how best to manage it. And then we give you an exit strategy at the end of the program as well. And we'll basically drip feed this to you every single day over the 90 days. And hopefully you'll get a better understanding of your nutrition and you'll be set up at the end of the 90 days to carry that on. Now, also within the program, there's lots and lots of food inspiration, ideas and support. And that comes from my wife, Rachel. So, Rach, over to you.
Thank you, Simon. So yes, I'm Rach. I'm here at home in our 1930s, very much in need of a refurb, cupboard of a kitchen. But believe it or not, this is my happy place. I love food. I love cooking. I'm super passionate about it. I could talk about it, think about it, read about it until the cows come home. But I am aware that for many, many people, cooking is just another chore, another time-consuming thing that needs to be done. So during the programme, I will be here to educate, inspire, help you create some really exciting, healthy meals. The meals we've created for you are quick, easy and hassle-free, and they can be found on the Facebook page under the units. Unit 10, we start off and we've organised them into calorie content to make it even easier for you guys. So Unit 10, you can see we've got 400 to 500 calorie meals, 11, 500 to 600, 12, 600 to 700, 13, 700 plus. And each of the meals have had their carbohydrate, protein, fat and fibre calculated to save you the painstaking task of putting it into a Cronometer, which is a food tracking app that we recommend for you guys. So the idea is you cherry pick these meals, find the one you really like and create yourself a really good meal plan. If you're still struggling with the meal plan, we do actually provide you some. So Unit 16, you can see that we've given you some, but we find that although good in the short term, long term, it doesn't really teach you or educate you about what food choices you should be making. We also have on Unit 15 our Leaner Life recipe books, which can be used and printed out. So there are heaps and heaps of meals and ideas on this page. Now, we all know that nutrition and food isn't just about the numbers. It's so intrinsically tied in with lifestyle, tradition, habits, good or bad. And that is something we're going to delve a little bit deeper into in the programme too. So we will be with you every step of the way. From me here at home in Surbiton.
And me from our gym in the City of London. Thanks again for watching the video. If you have any questions about our Get Lean programme that kickstarts on the 4th of January, please feel free to get in contact via the links below.